And a very good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's USITT New at Noon. Now, although our conference may have been canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic, our commitment to education and training has not and will not stop. Through the month of May, every Monday through Thursday, USITT will bring you educational sessions through our Forum at 4 broadcasts. These broadcasts will be on Zoom every afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The Forum at 4 series will feature educational sessions that would have taken place in Houston at our annual conference. Now they're translated to this virtual environment and brought to you for free through our online portals. Be sure to check those out again every Monday through Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The great thing about this webinar series is that you still get a chance to get involved and get your questions answered by the industry experts that you want and desire. Now, you can find more information on all of these weekly offerings on our website at www.usitt.org. And just as a reminder, we update that schedule every Friday for the following week. So be sure to check back tomorrow for next week's lineup. Now, before we get started with today's session, for those of you that may have questions during the session, which we do encourage, please go ahead and use that Q&A feature at the bottom of your screen. Simply click the button, type your question in, and it'll get to myself and Steve, the presenter today. If you see a question that you like in there, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and we'll be sure to get that to the top of our list. We'll do our best to answer all the questions throughout the session, and we'll also do a live Q&A at the end of today's session. Now, today on New at Noon, we're talking to Steve Woods from Design Showcase East. Steve, welcome to New at Noon.
Hello, I'm here.
Hey, there you are. Thanks for joining us today, Steve. Before we get started, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And then we'll dive into Design Showcase East.
Well, I'm a lighting designer. I've been teaching at the Meadows School of the Arts on the campus of Southern Methodist University for the last 20 years. What can I say? I've been designing dance and opera and theater around the world. And now I've settled with a little picket fence here in Dallas. And I'm trying to educate that next generation of designers.
Perfect. That's amazing. And Steve, in 2001, Design Showcase East was started. Can you tell us a little bit about what that looked like up until this year, and now that we're in this digital world that we all are living in, what that might look like this year?
Wow, that's been a big change. 19 years ago, we rented a ballroom at the Algonquin Hotel, and our students showed up for the first Design Showcase East. They were 6 students from Southern Methodist University. We got there and kind of set up, and the hotel said, you need some flowers and you could really use a cheese log. So they brought us a complimentary cheese log for all of our guests. That totaled 4 people. So 19 years ago, we had 4 people at Showcase East. And then over the years, it's slowly grown. Within a couple years, Jim Gage at University of Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music reached out to us and wanted to participate. Kip Marsh at Brooklyn College came on, and then North Carolina School for the Arts came on. And we really started growing. So we were at the Algonquin for a while, then at the Roosevelt for a while. We went down to City Center. We exceeded the limits of the room for the fire marshal, and we had to leave the next year. So for the last 3 or 4 years, we've been at the Alvin Ailey Studios. And we've grown from those 4 guests to probably 150, 175, 200 guests when we do the live event in New York. We present usually between 30 and 40 portfolios. The portfolio numbers were based on what our guests told us, the number they felt they could see in 3 or 4 hours and meet everyone in the room.
Right. Now, this year, obviously, with the COVID-19 pandemic, the showcase has taken a little bit of a turn. And it's now going to be presented virtually and digitally, which is what I feel like everything is being turned into these days. Can you tell us a little bit about who we might see this year at the showcase, what trades will be represented, and how people can get involved? And we've got professors watching, we've got industry professionals watching that are members of USITT, and people might be saying, "Why are we doing this today? Why did we bring you on today?" And it's really so that we can connect our members and our network of folks with these folks that you're showcasing in the showcase. So tell us a little bit about what we might be able to see this weekend.
Well, it was a hard decision for us to go into the virtual world. We hung on kind of believing as late February that we could still do the showcase this weekend. And then by early March, it was obvious that it would just be reckless to proceed. We also did not want this to be a year without a showcase. So I talked to some of the member schools and said, "You think we can pull this off?" And we started putting our heads together, and we were already teaching classes in a virtual environment. We thought, well, okay, let's see if we can do this for the showcase also. So the response has been pretty good. We have 20 schools participating this year. And I prepared you a boring list of the 20 schools, but these are the schools who said they were going to go in and try to make this work. So, Meadows School of the Arts at SMU, Brooklyn College, College Conservatory of Music, University of Cincinnati, University of Oklahoma, North Carolina School for the Arts, University of Connecticut, SUNY New Paltz, University of Massachusetts, Texas State University, California State University, Long Beach, University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, San Diego State University, University of Florida, Indiana University, UC Irvine, Illinois State University, University of Houston, Fordham University, University of Southern California, Los Angeles, and University of Maryland. So those combined schools have put together a roster of 98 or 100 students. 35 of those students will be BFA students this year. We have always been committed to those BFAs who want to enter the profession. And this is kind of I think, a really neat event this season, because a lot of us are involved in recruitment for our graduate programs. And I think that we're all kind of nervous about what the recruitment season is going to be like starting in the fall. Will we have these large conventions? Will things be going on that we can meet students? This is an opportunity for schools to recruit these BFAs possibly into the graduate program. It's also an opportunity for theaters to meet that young next generation of designers who want to work for a couple of years before they go to grad school, or they just want to work and forget about school altogether. So we are presenting, we've expanded a little bit this year. We have always presented the traditional design areas: scenery, lighting, costume, projection, media. We are also expanding into the area of properties, hair, makeup, wigs, sound, technical direction, and we even have a stage manager this year that we could not say no to. She just really wanted to be there, and we said, sure, we got room at you at the virtual table. So interviews are taking place over a 3-day period. Again, we kind of polled our traditional guests, and the people who normally come say, we just can't do this in one afternoon. It's going to be too much. So we are showing students' works over the 9th, 10th, and the 11th. So what is that? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. The virtual room is open from 9 until about 11 o'clock at night. We have some guest speakers at times that are blocked out. People are going online. They're looking at the student portfolios. They're contacting students. Students are setting up a Zoom time. So, I mean, it is that easy. All you have to do is go online, look at a student's work, click their email, I want to talk to you. And the student will get back pretty fast and say, these are the times that are available. They'll log you in, they'll set up a Zoom conference, 20, 30 minutes, you're out the door.
That's amazing. That's great. And it literally is as easy as Steve just explained while he was explaining it. I just brought it up on my iPad here in front of me. You literally go to designshowcaseeast.com, you click on About, and then you click on Virtual Portfolios 2020, and it brings you up the entire list. They're separated by schools, MFA, BFAs, and then you click on the name, and it takes you to their online portfolio. You can see their work, like Steve said, and then connect with them if you would like to do that. And you know, in this world where there's so much unknown, there's so many factors that we just don't know about. When's everything going to come back online? When is life going to return to our new normal, as everyone's been saying? I think that for those of you that are watching, we all remember this time in our career when we first graduated, or when we're first taking that leap into the professional world. So if you have time to make contact with them, to engage with these people, please try to. It's like Steve said, it's super simple. Set up a Zoom call. We're all Zoom pros now. So set up a Zoom call with them. Get face to face. Discuss their portfolios. interview them if you have a slot that's available that would fit them. And just do all we can to help out the community, especially help out the young, engaging community that's coming right out of school and into the professional world. I think it's a great thing to do. And we will be sure to get all of we'll get the links posted on our social media channels. We'll get it posted on our website as well. So if you have any trouble navigating, you shouldn't. It's again www.designshowcaseeast.com. It's super simple, it's super easy to find, and I know that Steve and all the students there would really appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, there is so much disappointment right now. You know, we ourselves at SMU canceled the last 4 productions of our season. So that was 12 or 15 design opportunities that went out the door. Summer jobs have gone away. So, you know, it takes very little for any of us to sign up and talk to one student. Yep. You don't have to talk to all 100 of them. You can pick a school. You can say, I'm going to talk to those kids from San Diego State University. There's 6 or 7 over a 3-day period. It's just not that hard.
Nope, not at all. And we all have a little bit more time on our hands than we probably had in the past, with things all still being closed and nothing really to do. So if you have some time this weekend, over 9th, 10th, and 11th, please take some time out and engage with Steve's audience there. It'd be amazing, and we'd all appreciate it. Steve, do you have anything else to add?
No, I think that pretty much covered it.
Okay, perfect. Well, like I said, we'll get all this posted on our social channels. We'll get it all posted on our website. So for those of you that want to check it out, please do so. And thank you again to Steve for joining us today and taking the time out. I know it's been a busy time for you trying to get all of this digitized and turned over and moved into a totally different format. So I really appreciate your time today.
Well, thank you for having me on. Bye-bye.
And for those of you out there, we hope that you enjoyed the session today. I know it was a short one, but it was a very pertinent one, and one that we really hope that you can give a little time to that future generation for us for. And we look forward to welcoming you back to another one of our online education and training sessions in the near future. Coming up this afternoon on Forum at 4, we'll be presenting Get to the Point, Backstage Safety for Stage Weaponry. So that should be a really fun one. Be sure to check us out this afternoon at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Also, starting next week, our New at Noon series will reshape a little bit to News at Noon. And with USITT News at Noon, we'll broadcast live every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time. So instead of 4 days a week, we'll go to 2 days a week at 12 noon Eastern. We'll still be on Zoom and Facebook Live. You can find more information on the website, usitt.org. News at Noon will be providing you the latest and most up-to-date industry news, giving you a behind-the-scenes look at everything USITT, and also keeping you up to date on all things related to our 2021 Conference and Stage Expo that will be happening March 2021 in Columbus, Ohio. So we look forward to that. If you haven't already registered on our website, go ahead and do that, usitt.org, and be sure to check out our social media channels as well. That's Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter, just to stay up to date on all the latest USITT news. We'd also like to thank our friends at the American Society of Theater Consultants for their generous support in making these webinars and broadcasts possible. So thank you, ASTC, for that. And if you have a moment at the completion of this webinar, we'd appreciate your feedback. Go ahead and give us it's just a short survey to give your feedback to ensure that we're bringing you the right programming that you need and want during this time. Once again, thank you all for joining us today for today's New at Noon segment. On behalf of all of us at USITT, we wish you the best. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you back here at 4 p.m. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you back next week for another jam-packed week of online education and training with USITT. Stay well, everyone. Bye-bye.